We live in a toxic society, one where social media forces us to look at our self-worth, our motivations, our goals in life. And during this pandemic, I've definitely been feeling that social pressure on my mental and physical health. What's up, guys? I'm Keith Matanachai. I'm a third-year high school student studying in the US, and today I'm going to be doing something a little bit different from my normal videos. I'm going to be talking about my experience with overworking and burning out so that those of you who can relate feel empowered to change and prevent yourselves from making the same mistakes that I did. So it was the end of my second year of high school and I was back in Thailand because the US had closed down and we were doing online classes. Usually when school ends, we have large groups that gather up to say goodbye to each other before they leave for summer. And since I was at a boarding school, I had to pack up my stuff to fly back to Asia. But this time, I didn't have to do any of that. Since we were doing online classes, the school ended just like that. I still remember it was in math class and the teacher said goodbye to all of us and wished us a good summer, and he just ended the meeting. I remember feeling empty afterwards, like I was missing something or that I didn't really have anything to look forward to during the summer. And this thought is not new among high school students or students in general. So when I was supposed to be packing my bag, saying goodbye to my friends and flying back to Asia, I was just stuck there in my room staring at the ceiling. And in that moment, my brain failed to enter the summer vacation mode. It was almost as if the switch in my brain to go from studying to play had been broken. Now that I look back at it, I realize why my brain was unable to switch from school mode to summer vacation mode. And that's because I didn't have a change in environment. I had been doing online school in my room where I was brushing my teeth, playing video games, talking to my friends, doing all my daily activities and I didn't realize it at the time, but the line between work and play was so far blurred that I didn't know how to satisfy my own life. So the morning after summer vacation had started, I woke up and I had this sudden urge to start studying. I wanted to fill my time somehow. With school being gone and having endless amounts of free time, I was longing for something to fill that gap. You could say that my brain sort of confused work and play, so much so that I thought that I had to work in order to become happy. I tried multiple times to stray away from doing work, but I always ended up feeling useless, like I was wasting time by playing video games or talking to my friends. As the summer progressed, I created a detailed plan of what I would do each hour of the day. So I would wake up, eat breakfast, study, eat lunch, study, eat dinner, relax, and this was how I would go about my day-to-day life. And I know what you're saying, oh my gosh, Keith, this is so stupid, like why would you do this to yourself? And now that I think about it, I don't know. I created these obscene rules for myself to follow, and I assumed that if I followed them, I would be happy. When something unexpected popped up in my day, for example, going to the dentist, I would feel so anxious and scared because I was straying away from this schedule that I had created. And I can vividly remember one example when I had to go out to lunch with family friends. This just popped up out of nowhere, like 30 minutes before I was supposed to go to lunch, and I felt so annoyed because I wasn't given enough time to change my schedule. I felt that my parents had betrayed me. They should have told me earlier or just not let me go at all because I needed to stick to my schedule. What was more concerning was that I didn't have fun at all eating lunch. I was too busy thinking about when we would pay the bills and go back home, how long would it take and how would I change my schedule, that I wasn't having fun conversations. I didn't have fun talking to them, and it just overall wasn't a very nice experience. And reflecting on this lunch event, it made me realize how damaging the schedule that I had created was to my physical and mental health. Now, I just attributed this obsession to a schedule as loneliness or as a side effect of the quarantine. But now that I think about it more deeply, I realize that it's more so to do with me and the mindset that I had. I didn't give myself permission to take a break. I saw people at 16 making videos about earning income already. It made me insecure about my position and how I haven't done anything in my life. I imagined falling behind my friends, falling behind people who were studying all the time, and I wasn't gonna be able to catch up to them. That's why I needed to study really hard. If I were to sum up the one thing that I was doing during the summer, it would be that I was overworking and pushing myself because I was scared that I was falling behind in the world. So fast forwarding to the present, school has started again. I'm in school right now, I'm in my dorm, and I'm still experiencing the same problem. During weekends or holidays, I'm struggling to give myself a breather or take a break for the entire day. Whenever I'm hanging out with my friends, you can sort of imagine this guilt bar of if I spend 1 hour with my friends, it goes up this much, and 1 more hour and it goes up that much. Like, it wasn't healthy because I saw my time with my friends as something that I could be spending on improving my studies or improving my knowledge. And whenever this guilt bar was too high or crossed a threshold, I decided to just say to my friends, hey guys, I gotta go back and do some work. And that was that. I would go back to my room, do work. Even though I wasn't really happy, I just felt like I had to do it because I'd played too much and I was falling behind. And the reason why I'm making this video is to tell myself I'm gonna take 1 day out of a week to do the bare minimum. That doesn't mean that I'm not gonna do my homework or not brush my teeth or not get out of bed. It just means that I'm doing the bare minimum. Just finishing the homework for tomorrow, making my bed, everything that a normal person would do in a day and nothing else. It should be a day full of recharging, remotivation, reflection of the past week. It should be one where I feel grateful for the opportunities that I have. One where I don't have to worry about things that I can't control. If you guys are still watching this video, thank you. I hope my experiences will help you find happiness in your own lives. Whether or not you're in the same position as me where you have to loosen up, or you're the opposite where you have to tighten your schedule, keep in mind that you have to give yourself permission.